Thank God we're here. It is one of those days where you come prepared, then it just gets easy because there's so much beautiful music. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the Boombar on Boom Radio NG, reaching you from Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Shola Rogers, but this is it. The Boombar is music, sports, politics, and everything in between. But you see, on Fridays, especially this type of Friday, this particular exhilarating, beautiful, packed, stacked Friday.
Okay.
It's musical. Yes, we still have the other things, the usual suspects, politics and governance and other things that bother you and me. But there's plenty good music. Remember, good music lives here on Boom Radio NG. So welcome to the Boombar once again. My name is, again, Shola Rogers. Peace.
And my name is Ladipo. It's not by me, I'm here. Just because, I'm here. My name is Ladipo. Welcome you to the bar. Today, it's like he said, it's going to be a very interesting one. There is a lot of music. There's also a bit of sports, a bit of transfer talk. There are a few things that controversial people are talking about. Yeah, of course, we will definitely bring it here on the bar as well. Then there's a bit of politics news here and there. Looks like some people are going to be cashing out today, and some people are going to be coughing out a lot of money today, because in less than 24 hours, some people will not have anything to broadcast because their licenses will be gone. Their offices will be shut down, which we'll definitely talk about that. There's politics today. President Muhammadu Buhari has been appointed by his party. I didn't see it coming though. I didn't think it was going part of it, but please, by all means, at this point, everybody wants to win. Also, a former APC person has been named a spokesperson, person that I personally like. I follow him on Twitter, and it sounds like a very sound person. So yeah, but he's jumped ship. He's moved on to another party. There was a lot of controversy back and forth around him for a while, but looks like he's finally got where he wanted to go. So this and a few other things as time goes on. The International Air Transport Association has something to say about Nigeria. Also, the Nigerians in diaspora, especially people in the United Arab Emirates, also have some things to say about Nigeria as well. But what I say, I don't want to call it unfortunate, because we do not know, especially Nigerians like around that side. So, but it's really just theirs that we know for now. But we'll definitely would see what we can do, what we if time permits us, we'll see if we can get to that part as well. So but for now, sit back, relax, let's just serenade you with a lot of music. There's a lot of music today, a lot of good music, let me put it like that. When something is good, it is good. Let's not sugarcoat it, or what's the word now, whatever word we want to even use. Like, I don't even care. It's good music is good music. We got good music this week. I hope that we continue to have this kind of good music though, because it's almost mind-blowing. I talked about it yesterday. I don't know if I talked about it on the Boombar yesterday, where I was actually anticipating M.I. Abaga's album. Why? Because every time M.I. brings out an album, it is very purposeful. It's not, it brings out good music. Two things I look forward to in M.I.'s music is, one, very, very nice bars. Two, we hear a lot of up and coming artists, people you never heard before. They're always on MI's albums. If you remember, from the likes of Brimo then. I think the first time I really ever heard of Flavor was on MI's album. The very, very first time I knew Waje as Waje, not that she hadn't been singing before, was on one of MI's albums. If I also remember, there's Coca on that album, on one of his albums as well. I think he has a thing for what's he called? For up and coming artists. I think it's a very, very nice thing. So, I always look forward to the fact that that there's always one or two voices that you never heard before, good artists, by the way, that you never heard before, that you definitely will catch on MI's album. And it didn't disappoint this time.
No, he didn't. Mr. Incredible, MI, Abaga, Jude came through. He came through. Like, when you're coming through, it's not just that you come with a lot of pizzazz.
Okay. Can we stop with the come?
And, you come with a lot of energy and power into the place, and people say, "Oh my God, he came through," and that's what he's done. You said I should use an English word again. Is there a reason?
No.
Thank you very much. So, the album, The Guy, is a proper album. Like, for those of you who have not listened to MI's The Guy, please do yourself a favor, especially if you like good music. Take time out to listen. Don't listen to one song.
Oh no, but I could give you recommendations to start with. His song with Olamide and Nas. Am I the only one that feels that Olamide carried that song? Olamide's hook, which we keep seeing different sides of him. Of course, we know that I think his album Uiskuti that he literally just sang in that album. He is what's he called? He decided to do the hook of that song. And I felt that the hook carried that song. It was a beautiful, beautiful song. Personally, let me put it like that. Some people might not agree with me, but that's my opinion. I think that Olamide. So I think it's a very good entry point. Let me put it like that. It's a very good entry point into the song if you're looking for songs. Another person that I was really, really looking forward to and that did not disappoint me, and it's because I really haven't heard his music in a very long time. Also looking forward to his single. I know that that said that he was going to drop a single very soon. Looking forward to it though. Is Jesse Jaggs,
the emperor himself.
Oh, Jesse Jaggs, Ice Prince, and the MI song. It was very reminiscent of their old songs together, and Jesse Jaggs is Jesse Jaggs. I like the fact that even though we haven't heard from him in a long time, he still does not stop delivering. I think that that is another beautiful song, another song on that album. I know that the song that he has with One Day Cole, I think that One Day just changed the trajectory of that song. It wasn't your typical MI song. It sounded like a One Day Cole featuring MI on that song, but it is One Day Cole, so I think it was kind of expected. He also had a song with Benson, formerly known as Buju, on that album as well. He had a few songs. There's this song Hate. There are a few songs on that album that I think that they're very the Hate. There are one or two or three that are very. There's one talking about societal ills. That's one.
The song with Tommy Owo.
Yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah, I think it was one talking about toxic masculinity and all that. There are a few songs on that album that they're very, very, and that's typical MI for you. I think that is a fantastic album.
So I listened just like she's done, and stayed up. Not like I stayed up late. I wasn't asleep at 12 midnight anyway. Putting in the work as usual. And the songs that she's referred to, also some of them are also my favorites on the album. the song with Benson, the artist formerly known as Buju, is titled Oil. You know, like oil in my head, like I am anointed. And of course, Buju still with his own style of bringing that Buju to a song. Like what he brings is a Buju. Like let's look for a way to acknowledge that word exists in English. You know, it brings a Buju to the song. That's what Buju did, and I love that song. And of course, the love song is the one that he did with Wande Cole.
Yeah.
And Iskaba, you know, is one thing I would like to ask one day, like in real terms, like talk to me, level. Waiting be Iskaba. But whenever you hear Iskaba, you know that something is about to happen. It's like when you're watching a movie and you hear Gagao. So one day went Iskaba and I'm like, hey, something is about. And it did happen on that song. And again, you start to look like, okay, Mr. M.I. Loverman himself. You know, he had announced a few months ago that
there's 2-3 songs. I'm like, okay, Emma is really in love.
You know, so heavy love themed songs there. The Bigger, that's the title of the song with Nas. Like, okay, at the introduction, it goes, MI goes, you might have heard this before, but this is history. And it is, because Nostradamus is not someone that everybody gets a chance to put on a song,
and I think that song is amazing. I think it's an amazing song.
So you have Nasiru Jones, D Nas with MI and Olamide
on a song.
She said Olamide carried the song. That's our opinion.
That's my opinion.
For me, they all like were in sync. But that Olamide guy vexed me for that song. Because you're a rapper, brother. So you should have had a verse.
Yeah, like you're the same thing with they're all rappers. Maybe I think I'm going to compare. I get what you're saying because maybe we should move.
I'm not done.
A little bit. No. I'm not saying we should move it. I'm just going to make a comparison for I know that another song that had rappers on it, not on MI's album though, Lakon and AQ. Yeah, they're both rappers. That song did not have a hook, and it was a fantastic song.
Yeah, that's God Body.
Do you understand?
Verse 2.
Yeah.
Or
Volume 2.
Or Volume 2.
For me, I get what you're saying. That probably should have been it. 3 of you are rappers. Please just rap away. We don't need the hook.
So, on the same team, still staying with the theme of rappers who did not rap.
Mm-hmm.
The song with the Chop City Boys, Ice Prince, Jesse Jags, and Judah Baga, MI, the guy now known as the guy. More Life. Oh my God, what's wrong with you guys? You didn't rap.
Jesse Jags did. He did.
Did Ice Prince rap?
I'm sorry, if I'm going to say this, but I've never really seen.
No, don't do that.
Ice Prince as a very fantastic
His
rapper.
best songs are rap songs. Don't do this.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so what's Oleku?
No, I'm not saying that he does not rap.
Oh my God.
I felt that he worked perfectly with what he did on that song. That's my own opinion.
Your opinions are valid, like I always say, but man.
It was, to be honest with you, maybe I'm a little biased. On that song, I was just waiting for Jesse Jags.
You are biased.
And you know, also why I said so is because Jesse Jags too sings a lot. We've not, even the songs that he had released for a while, we have not, he wasn't doing a lot of rap anymore. So I'm like, okay, he's rapping, I'm good.
But Jags was on a song that we previewed here about a week or 2 ago, of course, and he came through as a rapper. And that's like the latest thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like before then, we didn't hear a lot of his rap.
I seen Jags. I get what you're saying. I seen Jags perform at Celebration once, and brother was on a different level. He was singing. He was chanting. It was something else entirely. Yeah. Like the man is a musician.
I agree.
You can't be boxed into a corner, but More Life or whatever. When you look at the title and you look at the names, it's the same thing that happened when I heard Bigger. Now, please don't think this is a negative critique. This is my opinion. that I wanted to hear bars like "Am I boom 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 bow bow." Jesse,
Yeah,
bow, bow, bow.
like it was like bars upon bars upon bars.
I Prince Zamani, boom 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 boom. You get, but still,
amazing song. Yeah.
So, the album, The Guy, is a must-have for everybody. We're not paid to do this. This is us talking our passion and everything, and we are encouraging you. Go stream it, go download. It's out on all platforms, you know.
It's a fantastic album. Fantastic album. Tight. I was not disappointed.
There's another song, you know, because I'm actually speaking from here. I didn't bother to open any pages to check out the track list because the stuff that I listened to. There's another song, just like Dolupo pointed out, by the first single was with Chills.
Yeah.
So it's still on the album, Daddy. But there's another song by another rapper, and it's a bop. And I'm like, okay, you know, something about Tony, Soft Life Tony.
Yeah. Yes. Soft Life.
It's Tony Elumelu. You know,
yeah.
You know, and Lord Zeno or something. I think that's the name of the
Lord
rapper.
Vino. I think Vino.
Yeah. That guy is good.
Yeah, it's good. It is good.
Guy is good.
You know, I like this.
Never heard of him.
Never. That's what I'm saying. Like this. That is what you see a lot on MI's albums. Another very interesting song on that thing, and I think I like what MI did this time. He let a lot of artists bring up their own flavor, switching up different songs. Like what you said, Buju did his thing. It was a different song. One Day's song was the one with One Day Cole was a different vibe completely. Another one that was a completely different vibe. But we've seen that a lot with MI is the Caveman and Fino.
Yeah. And again, oh my God, this would have been an injustice if we didn't talk about the collaboration with Port Harcourt's first son.
Yeah, Duncan Mighty. Do you understand? That's it. Like every song that he had people on, everybody brought their own flavor. It's like you're listening to different songs, but different people, different sides of MI.
So,
and I think it was a thing, and it worked perfectly.
There, MI, we have dedicated the first 18 minutes of a 1 hour show to your
It's
album.
a fantastic album. Fantastic.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
But there's more songs to talk about.
Oh yeah.
There's more people dropping stuff. And I want to jump in on a guy called Joeboy.
Okay, I was going somewhere else, but let's stop at Joeboy first. Let's stop at Joeboy.
So there was no hype, there was no build up, there was no noise.
No noise, and then he dropped it.
Just around midnight, I just saw what's going on here now? What's popping? You know, I saw a tweet, checked the link, and I'm like, wow. Who are you, Joeboy?
Yeah.
You have evolved. Joeboy has evolved in a way that you're happy that the future is here and the future is now. You know, from my baby to contour, and you know there's a message in the song. Say, my guy, you're way no straight. You know, something like contour.
Yeah, it's a very nice song. It's a very different Joeboy completely.
Yeah,
it's a very different Joeboy, but he's working it and he's working it perfectly. I think whatever he's doing, whatever he's on now, he's working for him. It is a beautiful song.
There's a line that pays tribute to Fela there, like
so I like the song.
Thank you,
it's not a bad song. Another person, the person I was going to talk about before, to be honest with you, I was never really a fan because I'm not sure I understood his kind of music. Let me say it like that. I think it was personal, and I think I was a little personal about it, and I was not really understanding it at first. But the person of Asake, that guy is not going anywhere anytime soon. That song Terminator, you know, I know that for the first few songs he released, I know there was a lot of banter on social media that I don't know if you saw it, that the guy is just on the same beat or the same what's it called, which you know you actually hear it on a lot of people's songs. I watched a video earlier today where he was talking about how I think he had dropped Omokwe song before Olamide even signed him on and everything, but that he had always just wanted to, he has always just wanted to really work with him, that he had a lot of friends that were signed with Olamide, that and all that. But I love what he's doing for himself, and I was even more impressed when I saw the fact that he was releasing an album. This is amazing work. I like the fact that people have come to realize that singing or music is work. It is work. You have to put in the work, and I like it. Everything he's doing, everything the album is doing I can't wait for his album.
Yeah. So my take on Asake is just like you heard some buzz about people criticizing him, and other people will criticize what they don't understand. It's normal, and it's not a big deal. The man is focused. He's not bothered about any of those things, and his talent has brought him this far. His attitude,
like we're still on the high of PBUY. Peace be unto you. And I'm like, okay, now there's another one, and it's amazing. So, talking about the music.
I was still trying to say something about Asake. That the yesterday there was a discussion on Twitter, and people were talking about how another artist, because out of respect to that artist, I don't want to mention the artist, but they were talking about how it was more street, it was bigger, and people but they're using words for an artist that is still around. And I was looking at them that even your discussion already points to the fact that it was means the person is gone. It's not as relevant as it used to be. So I don't want to mention, because it's one of my favorite artists too. But what they don't get about Asake is that you call him street this or whatever, he's not trying to be any of those things. He's just trying to make music.
Him, yeah.
He's just trying to make music. And he has keyed into the culture of the YBNL family. Olamide, for about 7 years, I don't want to exaggerate, I think it was 9 years or so, but for about 6 or 7 years, was dropping an album every year. Yeah. Album, not EP. Yeah. Not singles, album every year. And he says he's dropping his last album and he's going to... It's understandable, So, of course, that culture has rubbed off on someone with plenty talent, like Fireboy, and he's rubbing off on our guy, Asake. So, for me, I love what he's done. Terminator is crazy. His song is currently number 1 before Terminator came out. Even though Jazzy was like, person where is number 1, still they drop
exactly. I think it's something to.
So kudos to all the young guys who are young and getting it and who are doing it.
Oh, they're doing fantastic. They're doing fantastic.
But you must put in the work.
I saw an ad today that Fireboy is having his very first headline concert in the UK, very, very, and I'm like, I saw it and I was really happy.
They've been on it for a couple
I was really, really happy about it. This date is out, is hosted by Olamide. I'm like, okay, what does that mean though? But we'll definitely see to that. I'm moving on to someone else that does not look like he's stopping. Looks like he's officially now a singer. It's Pheelz, Mr. Producer, the Rhythm Makula Young, that same person. Yeah. I has a song which we will say
it's not young.
It's young.
Rhythm Makula Young.
No, it's Rhythm Makula Young. Don't be Raz.
Rhythm Makula Young.
Oh my God. Anyway, this was another song that we didn't hear anything about. There was no buzz.
Oh, there was.
Oh, I didn't see
nothing. Electricity.
There was Pheelz and Davido.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Uncle is not slowing down. He is not slowing down as well. I think that Davido slotted perfectly into that song.
Yes, he did. It's gonna be a hit. Forget about the fact that so many songs came out today. I played that song a couple of times, and they already came out with the video. And you see, somebody has to buy a special or create a special award for Nigerian movie producers who are masking and masquerading as movie as a song. You guys are making movies, man. Look, I digress. Bandana, TG Omori.
I think TG Omori was one that did this one. It was one that did this guy, the guy is onto something.
What are you on?
He's onto
Brother,
something.
you don't reach that.
He had it Asake's new video as well.
When we go carry you go museum.
He's onto something. He's definitely onto something.
We need to take DJ Mori to one museum and put.
Remember, he was the one that did Buga video.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of videos these days. He's
creative.
onto something. He's onto something.
Go check out the bandana video. That's the song by
Fireboy and Asake. Yeah.
And there's a car that floats, and it's not a graphic effect. So they actually made that car. You know, waiting now. Man, they built church in the middle of nowhere. Respect that.
Yeah, I think that
the Electricity song is going to be an amazing song. And Pheelz, respect you. You've always known you had this.
Oh yeah.
And Finesse maybe like blew up because of your talent. It's not happenstance. It was deliberate.
Oh yeah.
And this song with Davido is a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song.
You know, it says something about bringing the light. This is the light.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like the concept of the video. There's a part where you hit a tap and there was electricity and light everywhere and all. So
yeah,
amazing.
Very, very amazing. Another song that I think that this is the side of this rapper that I have been looking for a very long time, that I think I finally got, is Laycon and AQ, God Body Volume 2. To be honest with you, a lot of Laycon songs that he's singing in, because I always appreciated Laycon. Always saw him as an amazing rapper. Yeah, not like people cannot be versatile, but I felt that a lot of his songs to me were not coming through a lot. There wasn't a lot of his talent in those songs. But this song, maybe I will say, maybe it's the influence of AQ on this song. This song had no hook, but it's a fantastic song.
Well, the song is not a departure from the original, the God Body song, because that's what he had done all by himself. I don't know what about the collaboration, but right now, the hardest working hip hop artist
AQ is onto something.
Is AQ?
Yeah, I agree.
In the last 4 weeks,
there's been some song
involved in one new project or the other.
Yeah,
and they are dropping,
back to back. Yeah.
Don't forget that he has a joint album with
whole album
Brimo.
With Brimo. Yeah.
Oh my God, that album is still something magical. Now he has this collaboration featuring on Laycon's God Body, a remix of this, and I'm also happy that Laycon did not depart from the original. They just more or less added new bars and new flows and stuff. And yeah, he came through for rap here.
Yeah,
both
he
of
did.
them were
He did.
Spitting fire.
Yeah, it was a beautiful song.
So if you're a rapper,
this is my kind of song. Shout out to Laycon. Yeah. Finally. Maybe
this will inspire a new episode of Rap Attack, which seems to be
we'll see
in the freezer.
We'll see. So another one C is CK. CK is on a song Ici c'est Paris and Leto, and the song is Ma Chérie.
Yeah.
It's a French song. But it's beautiful.
Yeah, I listened.
It sounds really nice, actually.
And it's a Paris, because I don't speak French.
Yeah.
It's more or less here is France.
Yeah.
Here is Paris. Sorry. Here is this is Paris, or here, we say, this is Lagos.
That's the name of the artist.
That's the artist.
Yeah.
But the song Ma Chérie, he has that strong African flow, and CK is dropping an album soon, by the way. Is already teased that finally we're gonna get a CK album, and I'm expecting it to be fire, because if you go check out the stats, love him, hate him, don't recognize how big he is.
he's doing amazing.
In recent times, in the last 2 or 3 years, 3 of his songs are amongst the top 10 most streamed songs.
2 or 3 years in the last few months.
Yeah, because some of those songs are old, so I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, but
when they were released till now.
True. Okay, sure.
They there's a stat that they put out. I think on one of the major platforms. Is it the stream one or something? They shall put it out, and again you find that in top 10 songs he has 3, and that's how amazing.
Oh, he's big. He's
CK
big. He's big. There's nothing anybody cannot doubt it. Oh yeah, definitely. Another one that I think I like, someone that we've not really heard a lot of is Nice. Nice has Ayela. It was typical of Nice, but Nice has always had a different sound. So I like it. It was not stuff you listen to every day, and I like it. I think it's a very nice song.
All right, nice song. I like what she done there. You are listening to and watching the Boombar on Boom Radio NG, reaching you from Lagos, Nigeria. On Fridays, we do more of new music, especially when there's plenty good music. And now we're talking so many things, and we want to say a shout out to everybody that's watching us. There's quite a few people watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, and listening to us on our website and all the other platforms that we're streaming our audio to. So go cop these songs, listen to these songs, and you also get to listen to them on Boom Radio NG, especially from 5 o'clock this afternoon. You get to listen to virtually all the songs we have talked about, the top ones amongst them, because a lot of songs came out. I'm not very happy with Nice, knowing that he's an amazing artist, but there's no promo, there's no pushing, there's no hype. I know some artists do that from time to time, but brother, your talent is plenty, and you need to put in the work in that area, or maybe sign up with a management team or something
that would help you.
It will be unfair for people not to listen to these songs. You know, Ayelabo is a strong message, and in Yoruba, it means that we didn't bring money from heaven; we met it on earth, which by extension you can interpret it to say we're going to leave money here too. So whatever you do in life, remember that you met money on earth is not something that you came with, it's not something you're going to live with, and just make sure that you're good and nice and all. Strong message, lovely flow, different kind of flow, and shout out to Nice. But man, let's push. You gotta push, brother.
Another person, Victoni is on a song titled Anointing. I think the artist is Anonymous Music, featured Victoni on this one, Anointing. Is Victoni. Victoni has a beautiful voice. He's a very talented artist. So yes, I think he really pulled through on this song. It's a very beautiful. It's a very nice song. Very nice song.
It is a song that, of course, built solely around Victoni's lyrical and vocal prowess. Like, the guy is that good, and I'm happy that, of course, in the last 1 month, every week or every other week,
there's something that has to do with Victoni. Oh yes,
shows you how hardworking he is. Also, talent is not enough. You need to put.
Especially with the amount of music that is being churned out every single week.
Word.
You need to stay relevant. Yeah, you definitely.
Shout out to Anonymous Music.
And Victoni. Another person where that I liked the song was Mo Easy featuring YC and King Mufasa. Vibes and Trips. It sounds like something, you know, when it sounds like something I've heard before, but it's a new song.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Feel good song.
Yes, it's actually not a bad song at all.
And again, them boys they were singing. It was a bop. It was just, it was like a Faji kind of song. Like you're doing, vibes and trips. Literally, like the title.
Yes,
it actually depicts or explains what the
song is. Another person who is like our own in-house person here is been here on Boom Radio. Is Omar Emina. Omar Emina is a very talented young chap. He is very, very, very talented. For if you do not know him, you need to go check him out. For the kind of songs that is released earlier, he's an R&B person, but he switched this up a little bit, and I think it worked perfectly.
Yeah, he's talked about blending different things, like you could call it Afro pop, Afro fusion, or whatever. Omar likes R&B, he likes to do a little bit of dance music and all of that, and then one can sing. amazing songwriter. He's written songs for a couple of people too in the past. But sorry, you need to check out Omar Emina with his new song At the End.
At the end, yeah.
I like it a lot. I am biased because he's our guy. He's been here, and of course his music is very, very good.
Yeah.
And I see him really blowing up in the future. Like, it's one of those artists that you'd be like, yeah, this guy always
was there. Yeah, you definitely will see through his music. There's a lot of music, but lastly, before we leave, Ida Hams and Ajebo Hustlers has Bad Girl.
Yeah, I also listened to that one. There's so many of them, but we can't go through.
Oh, we can't go through them all.
We have to leave it here, and we play a couple of Ida Hams songs on this station. And Ajebo Hustlers, you know Ajebo Hustlers now. Those guys are amazing artists, and when they have a collaboration like this, and Bad Girl. Okay, so I was expecting a different kind of flow. So I was already expecting, but when I heard it, I'm like, okay.
It's different. Okay. Yeah.
I like it. So Ida Hams and Ajebo Hustlers came through again. Like, these are the people that make you see that the future of Nigerian music is secure. Like, we are going to have some kind of continuous factory that's churning out good.
It's a factory. That's the word.
Good music. The Nigerian music industry is going to be churning out good music.
I agree with you. And we're definitely here for that. We're definitely here for that. Shout out to everybody bringing out this music, making the music scene very interesting. And let's move on to that. Let's move on to something a little bit of media. Today, news broke that the NBC, that's the Nigeria National Broadcasting Commission, has revoked the broadcast licenses of about 51 different media houses. They're saying that over the failure to renew their broadcast licenses amounting to about 2.66 billion naira. So NBC needs their money. And there's a lot of popular people on this. All Rhythm FM stations, all 6 of them, in Abuja, Lagos, Yenagoa, Port Harcourt, Jos, and Benin are on it. AIT and Ray Power FM network, the whole Dial Communications are on this. Greetings FM is on this. FM network Tao FM, I don't know where that is. FM Okene, Zuma FM is on this. I'm guessing this is in Abuja. FM Suleja, that's Crowther FM, also in Abuja. We FM is on this. FM Benin is on this as well. Kefi Bome Broadcasting Services Limited. MITV is on this. Classic FM in Port Harcourt, Classic FM in Lagos, Classic TV in Lagos is on this. Beat FM Lagos is on this. Cooper Communications Limited, Splash FM Ibadan is on this. Then, very interesting, 21 state broadcasting corporations are on this. Oshu State Broadcasting Corporation, there's Rock City FM in Abeokuta on this. Family FM, Space FM in Ibadan is on this. Radio Jeremy is on this. Breeze FM is on this. There's Kogi State Broadcasting Corporation, Kogi, Kwara, Niger, Gombe, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Rivers, Bayelsa, Cross River, Imo, Anambra, Borno, Yobe, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kebbi, Jigawa, Kaduna, and Katsina, and also Silverbird TV and Lagos DSB. Looks like a lot of governors are going to be coughing out money today. Because according to them, they said that by tomorrow they're going to be shutting down. 24 hours after this came out, they're going to be shutting down what's it called? Operations, basically.
Yeah. So of course, for the uninitiated and for the people who do not understand what we're talking about, is basically that the agency in charge of issuing licenses that allows people to broadcast to terrestrial platforms, the NBC, is more or less calling back its licenses. It's just like driving a car without a driver's license. It's like trying to travel without a passport or a visa. So it is shocking and sad that media houses, 51, would...
Keep in mind that according to the NBC, this is just the first batch of offenders. A second batch will soon be released.
So it's shocking that media houses will do this, like, especially when you find that the media seems to be like a place where a lot of opinions are passed.
Yeah, we always have something to say.
And people want to critique, they want to criticize, they want to prefer solutions. You shouldn't be caught on this side of the web. You shouldn't be caught on this side of anything, you know. So what would be your explanation or your excuses? Sadly, in a few minutes, you will see the politicization of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, you already see it from the headlines. Like, they singled out a couple of private institutions, but you find that there are a lot of government institutions. So
where is the
NBC has to...
The NBC is not joking this time.
They also have to be proactive and play it up that it's not just those two names that everybody has been talking about. We're not mentioning them because it's professional courtesy and just basically knowing that everybody knows that we need to sort
at this
it
point
out.
Everybody is on the same plane. Everybody.
But as a terrestrial broadcast platform, you should not be doing this, especially for me, the brands who are actually, some of the brands on this list are doing extremely well.
Yeah, it's shocking. It is shocking.
It's not the hype.
Yeah, it's shocking.
There's a particular Southwest radio station brand that is on this list that should not be there. The kind of money they are making in one of the cities in the Southwest is enough to pay for licenses for everybody.
It's very interesting.
So let's do the right thing. And what it means, just like Dolupo's intro and again the re-intro where we're talking about this segment, the Broadcast Commission, NBC, is about to make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Because in the next 24 hours,
they look money.
At least 30 or 40 of the names on this list do not want to be shut down.
Yeah, I think it's very embarrassing, especially maybe the private companies, but especially for the state government, state-owned. What excuses do you have?
What's your excuse?
How much is the money that the state governments can't give? And you know, when you really check this list, it has nothing, like you said, it's not political. It has nothing to do with APC or PDP. Lagos is on it. Kaduna is on it. Ogun State is on it. Osun State is on it. You know, it's very, very interesting that a lot of state government stations are on this at all. When I saw the list, I was appalled. I think it was the worst. Like you said, there's some private stations that you will not expect these things. In fact, when I first saw the story, I assumed that it's probably a lot of nameless or not very popular stations that will be on this, but the bulk of them are all popular people. So I'm like, okay, he who must come with equity must come with clean hands. The least you can do is pay your bills.
Word.
Really, I think it's very embarrassing on the side of the media.
And I'm worried. We have friends and colleagues who work in all of these establishments. We're hoping that they don't get caught up in this way because they're just trying to do their jobs.
Yeah.
And their management seems to be failing them because it's all a prerequisite for you to broadcast as a terrestrial station. Yeah. Moving off that, I'm moving on to also another thing that looks like it's some regulatory issues that are coming now, is that the Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission, in the past 1-2 years, they've been very, very vocal on a lot of things. And the one that they've really been vocal about for the past few weeks, if you have been following them, is the issue of lending apps. I know that they banned a lot of lending apps. They also shut down some. They also asked everybody to stop work. They needed licensing because yes, we know that there are a lot of things in this country that are not licensed, that people just that was when we found out that a lot of these companies, a lot of these lending apps
do not have licenses. And it also came from the angle where people were being threatened and all sorts of things. People's data were literally being siphoned, and all those kind of things. It was really very funny issue. And now they're talking about how they're telling internet service providers, payment system operators, telecommunication companies to not provide services to these loan apps under investigation, and also loan apps that are not duly registered.
Yeah, so a bit of personal angle to it so that I can drive my point home. I hear people say that they get calls from these loan apps, and they say to them, oh, that XYZ is owing 1, 2, 3, and they're calling you not involved. One of our colleagues here was personally
it
disturbed.
was a very messy issue,
because he didn't even know anything about it. He's an older colleague of ours, and the person who is supposed to have lent this money had left Nigeria. Person is back in the UK, and they keep calling this person that didn't know anything about it.
But you didn't inform me. You didn't get my consent.
Did I sign any forms? Because I used to think that it was about black and white. Like, before you get a loan, you need witnesses, you need collateral,
and those people must give you
consent
and all those.
But this person was not part of the deal, and you're calling.
And then you just dish out, which I don't even think that it made what's the word now? It even makes is not a very good business plan to give out people money without being sure of of how you can get your money back. It makes no sense.
So you do that, and that's my first exposure to this thing. And I was driving to Ogun State with a friend, and she was telling me about how our husband got a call that someone was winning some funny amount, and the husband decided, okay, let me pay, because this person you're talking about is worth more than this amount, and blah blah blah. And a little bit of research has been going on. So very soon, Boom Radio NG will be working with Consumetrics. It's a company that's really structured towards helping the consumer get justice and information and empowerment and all of that. So there's going to be a seminar in a few weeks' time that's solely going to address this issue of loan apps. And I never got those calls. Everybody got them. Even you.
Oh yes. Them. Oh yeah. Got messages. Got calls. Yeah, you get all sorts of calls.
I never got those calls, and I'm like, what's going on? Okay, why are my friends not borrowing? Or why is nobody calling me? I'm not borrowing.
Some of those things have absolutely nothing to do with. I also remember that I got calls and messages from someone that it looks like they were trying to hack the person as well. So at times it's not even another angle. It's not even that the person.
I'm not even talking about that one. I'm just talking about this loan sharks. Apps. So I got a new phone. I still have my regular phone, and I got a new phone. And out of the blue, you see me that was complaining that they're not calling me that somebody's owing. They're sending me a message that my 500,000 naira loan is approved. Oga.
Who did I borrow money from?
Wait.
I'm not borrowing. If you want to give me, good luck.
At what point in time did I apply? Was it when I was sleeping?
In your dreams.
And I don't even dream anymore.
In the dreaming world.
Because my sleep is too short these days.
In the dreaming world.
Dolupo, I don't sleep 3 hours.
The dreaming world is beginning to merge with the waking world.
That's the metaverse. In the metaverse. So I got an insight, like I didn't apply for a loan.
Exactly. So those are the very terrible things that happen.
Now look at me. You think I don't need the 500? I do, but
I don't want to borrow your money.
I don't borrow money.
Keep your money.
But this is how a lot of people get caught up in these things. Things are hard. People are trying, to get by, to invest, to survive, to take care of their friends and loved ones and their family. Then, that thing pops up on your phone. You're probably like, to click on that link and say, you know what? Let me get that 500k. After all, you're never asking me for collateral. Sorry, collateral. But they are doing people dirty. Too many people are having their names rubbished. Someone that I spoke to said yes, that he actually did borrow some money, and he was gonna pay maybe a balance of a 6K.
Yeah.
And this child did some magic, and the money started increasing after paying them like $1 million plus. So this is where we are, and these things have to be regulated. They have to be, structured in a way that the consumer is protected.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
In fact, lending money.
It's a business on its own. It is a business. Banks will not.
You should build your business on.
Banks will not survive without people borrowing from them.
Government
won't survive without them borrowing money. Everybody borrows money. Maybe not China, but even China.
Don't even go there. They are borrowing too.
At this point, because it's interesting how they are borrowing, and they was borrowing other people.
Yeah, because again, the major business that they do in their country is real estate based. Mm-hmm. Their stock market is not fantastic, but they're not going to tell you about it. But again, the real estate business is being run by loans from the banks. So everybody is borrowing money. It's a business on its own. Except all the leaders of the world will sit down one day and agree with all the top banks and say, we have 8 billion people in the world. Abi, let us print 1 billion for everybody and share it to them, and nobody's owing anything, and let people buy and say it's a lie. It will be in 6 months' time. We will be worse off than where we
I will say I'm looking at you like really.
You know me at times. I just want to play around.
So anyway, let's move on quickly. Oh wow, our time is almost gone. There's the story of the International Air Transport Association criticizing Nigeria's failure to allow international airlines repatriate their profits of about $464 million. From Nigeria. They're talking
in the month of July.
In the month of July alone, they're talking about how Nigeria has refused to give people their money. If we talked about the story yesterday, where the Emirates is planning to pull out of Nigeria by
September, trust
or the angle to whatever it is you're doing.
Change. But again, as a layman, I would say, Nigeria is broke. We don't have dollar. So, yes.
Wall up.
Yes, we don't have dollar. Everybody is buying ticket. They use naira. They buy. The airlines will now take the money and go to their country and come back next month. Take
our money again. So maybe Nigeria wants to hold on to the money for a bit.
Don't hold on to people's money.
Just give them their money and let them be going.
If you don't have dollar, tell them now. If you don't have dollar. Beg them now. You want them to keep their money now. Beg them now. Talk to them now. But on a serious level, on a serious tip, there's definitely something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, there's something wrong. I hope that the federal government or the CBN comes out to say something about this. Also, quickly, Nigerians have called on the federal government to help over mass deportation that is happening in Dubai. I saw a video last night where someone had put out video where there were a lot of Nigerians in that place. They were talking about how the authorities had asked them to go somewhere where people that have expired visas or expired passports, or they've overstayed their welcome generally, and a lot of people from other nationals were also there, and the ambassadors had come, the consular generals, and all sorts of people had come from other countries, and Nigerians in Dubai.
There's always a story.
They have not been wonderful. Yeah. They have not been wonderful, and in the video that I saw, somebody actually confessed to the fact that these people have overstayed their welcome. So at times, those things, because of diplomacy issues and all that, we shouldn't totally blame the government yet. Nigerians have not been good people in the UAE.
However, when we say Nigerians,
some Nigerians,
a bit of clarity. It's the Nigerians who have been messing up, and there are a lot of them. But there are more Nigerians doing legitimate work who are fighting back and pushing and creating a different narrative in the UAE and everywhere in the world where Nigerians are, living and dwelling and trying to make a living. The thing is, regardless of how bad things are, the Ministry of External Affairs, the minister, and all the people who are supposed to be on top of this matter when it comes to the external affairs of Nigeria should also be proactive. There is a communication channel that they're supposed to have that is open, that will prevent some of these things. For instance, when we had the Ukraine war, when it started, Nigeria did well eventually, but you would have wanted them to have been fast.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm saying that no matter what it is, no matter how bad they are innocent people there that still need the help of their government, especially when you're in a foreign land and everything can just be so scary. So whatever they can do, BK Dabari, she's been doing some great work with NIDCOM, and of course Mr. Onyema is also doing some amazing
work. The foreign affairs
with the foreign
ministry.
Affairs and so all
they're
the people
doing
involved. Please take a look at the plight of Nigerians in the UAE. With the plan or the hope of bringing succor to them. Okay,
quickly before we go, the All Progressive Congress has now appointed President Muhammadu Buhari as the chairman of the president of their presidential campaign. I'm not sure I saw this coming, but
it's something that is expected of someone like him. I've been saying that the same party put him in the seat of power twice. You're not just supposed to pack up your bag and go and sit down in your village while the people who helped you are struggling, because this election next year is not going to be
it's not going to be as
all the parties involved,
as any election be a walk in the park.
Yes, some have been close to a walk in the park compared to what's going to happen next year.
Okay, very true. I get what you're saying. Also, the NNPC presidential candidate Rabiu Kwankwaso. Why do I keep saying NNPC?
You like
NNPP? Maybe. Please, thank you very much. At this point, NNPP presidential candidate has appointed Abdulmumin Jibrin and Ladipo Johnson as campaign spokesperson. The interesting news about this is that Abdulmumin Jibrin was the spokesperson at some point for the APC presidential candidate. Yes.
Yes, and he is an extremely intelligent person.
Yes, I think so too.
Very sound and vocal, and he's going to bring something to Kwankwaso's campaign. Kwankwaso on himself is another extremely intelligent person who is tested and trusted. Because I say that openly. I'm not going to hold back and say the man did when he had a chance. So the NNPP, although they've been too quiet in recent times, but maybe now with the appointment of
the spokesperson and then
Jibrin,
we know that by time. Then also, awareness. They also everybody needs to be careful. Campaigns have not started,
but you still need to
and
be
all
vocal.
That. But anyway, on that note, that is all we have to take today on the Boombar. Thank you for listening. Thank you very, very much for watching. We'll be back again on Monday. Still, we're here 24 hours. 5 p.m. from today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's new music. It's new music, Niger, right here on Boom Radio. So all the songs we talked about and much more, we're going to be playing them for you. So please stick around. It is boomradiong.com.ng. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.